get a sense of what having power is like, I would say reflect back on the last 4 hours. Amidst all of you, you have generated new momentum. You have become a bit more aware about your own power. And you have even had the opportunity to realize that what you said and how you felt has made an impact on your local leaders, right? So the leader of the Occupy Central movement has heard what you have to say, what you want. One of our own LegCo members, who is a pioneer for taking things to the streets, even though he has a seat in LegCo, has also been impacted by what you had to share today. And this is just one day, not even one day, 1/6 of a day, 4 hours. And you managed to make that kind of impact. So just imagine if democracy and participation was something that you committed to regularly, every week, every month, you actually could achieve anything you will. And I'm going to listen to those 3 songs so that I too can appreciate the message that Longhair is trying to convey to us. But I can say also, going back to what Penny has shared with us about Martin Luther King and his I Have a Dream speech, you all have a dream, and you all deserve to dream, okay? So you should dream big. I just want to take a few minutes to reflect on some of the ideas that you shared today from my own experience in terms of what it means to participate, what it means to be a member of the ethnic minority community, and whether we should be affected by any of the barriers that some of you described. I do think today was probably one of the first occasions on which someone has asked you, what do you want? What are you going to do about it? I think it's the first occasion where you've been confronted with this question. But that's also a golden opportunity. It's your chance to have your say. Some of you have expressed that, oh, we don't understand Chinese, a lot of the material is in Chinese, so we can't participate. Not true. I don't understand Chinese. I don't read and write Chinese. It's never stopped me. It shouldn't stop you. Okay? There are materials out there in English. You have to hunt for them, but that's okay. There are materials even in your own native language, because the government is now required by law to provide them. You have to find it. So that brings me to the next barrier you mentioned, that you're not aware of your rights. Ask. And as Longhair said, think. Why am I not able to join the civil service? Why am I not represented in LegCo? Why am I not on the election committee? Who is my voice in higher sort of government bodies? Why am I not there? Is it because I don't have those rights? Or is it I have those rights, but I can't access them because I don't have language or I don't have the political will? We have to ask the right questions so that we can figure out and get the right answers from our leaders, right? And if they cannot respond to us, if they say everybody is able to be elected for election, to be the next CE of Hong Kong, our question should be, can I be the next CE? And if not, why not? That means there is something wrong with the system. So why limit yourself? Why limit your dreams? Ask the right questions. Third, you mentioned you lack a platform. You don't lack a platform. Today you have far more access to technology, and you can use multimedia, you can respond to the newspapers, you can talk to reporters. There is so much that you can do without really having money. You simply have to use your voice and whatever platform is available to you. School projects, Unison, the universities, we all call for participation and your involvement all the time. You need to be more responsive. Ask, how can I get involved? Show us that you really want to do something, okay? So do not be held back by this so-called lack of a platform. Everybody can set up an FB page to raise awareness. Everyone can set up a YouTube channel. You all have stories. Talk about them. Share them with your peers, your classmates, your neighbors. Do you talk to your neighbors? Ring the doorbell, have a chat with them, let them know. You'd be surprised. They love speaking to us. They really, really do. You just have to try, okay? I want to say a couple of words about risk-taking. Longhair earlier said you need to be a troublemaker, and I couldn't agree with him more. if you are not a troublemaker, people will not listen to you. It's true. When I wanted to study law, my parents were very against it and said to me, "You're going to be a troublemaker, and nobody is going to want to marry you. Nobody is going to want to spend their life with you because you will be such an argumentative person." And those things are not good for Indian girls in the community. Okay? When I wanted to go to Geneva to talk to the UN committee, my dad asked me, "Really? Do they have time to listen to what you have to say about Chinese as a second language?" All right? And I was obviously concerned. Should I take the risk? If I study law, become argumentative, would I become a lonely old lady all on my own? But if you do not take risks, you will never reap the rewards. And I will say to you that the very family who was dead against all my decisions from my teenage years to study law, to practice, and then to profess, and then to go, further and agitate the Hong Kong government, that entire family was here today sitting in the second row. Because it's a matter of principle. When they see that you can make a difference, no matter how wrong they thought you were once upon a time, as Long Hair said, they will all come and stand behind you. So the short-term loss is temporary. Their short-term loss of support for you is a temporary thing. But when they understand why you need to do this, they are the ones who will be your biggest and staunchest supporters. And today, they stand behind me and say, "This is great. We are so happy that you are doing this." Okay? So don't wait for a political icon. Another group mentioned we lack political icons. No, you don't. Right? Why not you? Why do you have to wait for someone else to carry your torch? You're your own lightning bearers. You just have to go forward. Let today be your awakening, because you are the only people who can lead yourselves to where you want to go. All right? So don't wait for someone else to come along and do it for you. If we don't act now, if we don't act today, we only have our own selves to blame. And you have all the power, all the support that you need, here and now. It has nothing to do with age, nothing to do with education, nothing to do with language. It is only to do with how badly you want it. Do you want to govern yourselves? If you want it, then you are the next leader. You're going to lead the movement, so you be the change. All right?
Thank you so much. So, okay, time's up. Any questions you really need to ask? If not, then we go to the conclusion. Yeah. Any questions? Yeah, again, of course, some are quite political that register yourself as a voter. And because once you are a voter, candidates of the electoral and also CE, they need to hear you. So tell your parents, your uncle, auntie, those people who age 18 or above. Of course, permanent citizen. Okay, tell them, don't just simply easily give up your right. Don't do that. And also, I think to monitor the work performance, I know that, yes, DAB, right? People will say a lot of candies, sweet, give to you free lunch. This is the name, Ocean Park. But you don't see other political parties. Yes, it's true. Many reasons, maybe, the comparatively, are not enough resources, or they really, not reaching out to you. It's quite true. But I think it's a process. You voice out. You want it. I remember back, some of you may remember, in 2003, right? We nominated 7 effort martyrs to take part in the district council elections. No, we got very little vote. And the police got 70 only. And one person only get 100 and something like that. But what impact we have? The political parties, they are aware, wow, There's the epic martyrs. They stand out and then stand for election. Despite we did not win any seat. But I bet to 2003, people around really calling us unison, and also everyone said, what do they need? What do they want? Voice out. And also I think care about policy issues that are affecting you. Not necessarily that only you vote or in fact a lot of policies are affecting you. Voice out. For example, now we are having the political reform consultation. The deadline is 3rd of May. Submit a joint submission. Just very simple. What do you want? Just give your voice heard. And also I think is join those people share the same vision and who care about you. We need to work together, and of course with the local Chinese. And you are also local Hong Kong, India, Pakistan, Nepal. So let's work together. Okay, to build a better Hong Kong. Okay, so don't forget your evaluation form, and then we finish today. Thank